City Farmer TV, and I'm here with Brian Burke, king of recycling at Quayside Village in North Vancouver. And Brian has a whole co-housing unit, all the units recycling to the max. Tell us a little bit about what's going on here.
Okay, Michael.
I know.
We had the wonderful good fortune of going to school together.
That's right.
And so, it's amazing reflecting what our environmental paths have become so similar since
a long time ago, for sure.
Since leaving school.
Yeah.
And I guess what we're most proud of here is really taking zero waste seriously. And if there were one principle that I think we're following is that, every time you consider throwing something away, you have to start thinking there is no away. Away is coming back to you wherever you put it. And so you put something in the garbage, it gets into the water, and that water gets back into the food that you are buying from the store, and those pollutants are coming back in the food that you are buying, and basically we have to change the way that we're doing everything.
Well, and you're doing it here, Brian, at 20 units, 21 units?
Yeah, we're 20 units.
And you've just had the garbage man remove the metal crate, whatever it is, what's it called, the dumpster.
Right,
so
we dumped our dumpster.
You've dumped it.
We dumped our dumpster. We're the first building that I know of.
In Vancouver.
Well, I did some internet searches and asked people, do they know of any of the buildings in their knowledge in the recycling industry, both in Canada and in the United States, and none of them have been able to tell me that there is a building that's achieved this yet. Now, I hope there are many, but it's possible we're the first one.
You must be.
We're the first one.
We're down in the carport. We're here next to a wonderful Toyota Prius. We've got all the traditional recycling bins, but beyond these ones, there are so many bins back here, Brian.
Yeah, take a look, Mike.
With just wonderful signage on the walls. I mean, I immediately pointed out, and everybody does, the Styrofoam. You're able to collect that and send that east, right?
Okay, so basically all of these Styrofoam products, the coffee cups, things that meat comes in, takeout food containers, takeout picnic materials. All of these things can be recycled, and the economics of recycling is that this material is mostly air, and if you're trying to ship air, it's incredibly
cheap.
Comparatively, but if you're trying to recycle Styrofoam, you melt the stuff down, and you almost have no plastic resin after you melt it.
So this is a rare thing, but take me to the bones, because nobody thinks about bones.
Well, okay. No, let's I tell you what we do with this. Like, this stuff is so light that we, and I can show you where we have everything packed, getting ready to ship off. But it's not. It's actually cost effective to ship this Styrofoam to the only Styrofoam recycler in Canada, which is in Toronto. And the economics of recycling Styrofoam are such that there's only one plant that could, at this point, recycle all of Canada's Styrofoam. So the stuff is so light, it is mostly air, that to ship a large box to Toronto, it costs us about $40 a box.
So you're the only people probably in a building doing that here. But I just got to get on quickly to a few other things, Brian. The bones. Just give people a clue about bones from meat.
Okay.
It's a very cool thing.
So there's an alternative for everything that goes into the garbage.
Yeah.
And in terms of bones, every butcher has a recycling pickup service for all of the bones that they produce when they get meat, and they make cuts in order to sell. They end up with a lot of bones as residue. Those goes into a bin, and twice a week they're picked up from basically every single butcher. There's absolutely no reason why every single butcher could take responsibility for what they produce and take back those bones. Those bones are picked up and made into bone meal and blood meal in the garden.
Perfect.
And so it's supporting the garden industry.
Yeah.
And if every producer, every factory took responsibility for the life cycle of their product and was willing to take those products back again and include the cost of recycling in the cost of what they sell to us, then everything would get recycled and there would be no garbage.
Brian, great introduction. Thanks so much. Thanks very much, Brian.